Austin, good to see you. A fun one today. 5 things to consider before relocating in retirement. Retirement offers an opportunity for new beginnings and adventures. Maybe that means moving to the beach or the mountains. Maybe it means moving closer to family. But before you move, you suggest you first consider your cost of living, which is essential when it comes to trying to figure out if your money's going to last in retirement.
That's exactly right. And I think from a 30,000-foot view, we all know this, right? It's intuitive to think about our cost of living, but really there are some great resources out there on the internet to help us kind of get into the nitty-gritty of what these numbers may actually look like. So there could be things like, obviously housing is a big one we think about, but what about transportation or even
Mhm.
things like healthcare? So we can see here on the screen, we're taking a look at if we currently live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we want to move to Jacksonville, Florida, what does this look like? And we can see here that if we make 150,000 in Raleigh, North Carolina, it could be the equivalent of about 142,000 in Jacksonville.
That's
And
good.
really the biggest thing to me, Aaron, here, as a retiree, if I were thinking about making this move, healthcare costs in Jacksonville, Florida are approximately 24% lower than they
Yeah,
are in Raleigh, North Carolina. So this is
right.
really could be a driving force because as we age, we know we tend to need more healthcare.
Right. And that is why it is number 2 on your list, healthcare access and quality, which of course becomes more expensive and important as we age.
That's exactly right. I think many of us think about, maybe the cost to healthcare, but of course, as we age, we also want to have access to good quality healthcare. We don't just want a budget place that may save the bank account, but we want to be sure that it's both access, good quality, and affordable. And we can see here by looking at this map that some of the states that top the list are Minnesota, even Massachusetts is up there, Connecticut. So just be sure that you're factoring in this healthcare decision into the potential move or not.
Right. Next, of course, your social support network. If you move, you're probably going to be leaving behind friends in your support system.
Yeah, this is really an important one. And I think sometimes, Aaron, one that gets overlooked is not only what are you moving to, sometimes that's kids or grandkids, but what are you leaving behind, right?
Mhm.
Maybe longtime colleagues, longtime friends, close college friends, maybe. So just be sure that you're thinking about not only what you're moving to, but perhaps what you're leaving behind, and make sure that you put yourself in a position to cultivate that social network because it really is so important.
Mhm. Next, of course, got to consider those tax implications.
Tax implications. We all know taxes are important. And for instance, that's why we see so many people moving to Florida, right? Of course,
Yeah.
Florida has no state income tax. So does Tennessee, Texas. There's many other states that have varying tax benefits, but in general, just be aware of what the tax implications may be for you, not only state income tax wise, but property taxes, maybe town taxes, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of ramifications in the tax world for a potential move.
Mhm. And then last, of course, you have to consider your desired climate and lifestyle preferences.
I think this is the funnest one to talk about and my personal favorite is what is around, right? What do you want your life to look like? What are the things you want to do and the activities you want to engage in? For me personally, this would look like a lot of outdoor activities. Specifically, I want at least a couple of golf courses within driving distance for me
Yeah.
to get out there, enjoy some sunny weather, but it may be different for you. So just be sure that wherever you're looking at moving, it has those activities and kind of desired climate that you want for yourself.
Mhm. I'm glad we get to talk this through, Austin, because it underscores how you really do take a holistic view at retirement. If somebody wants to talk through the pros and cons of relocating, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, you can give us a call at 919-322-4113 or send us an email at info@patriotwealthnc.com.
All right, Austin, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.